Amir Khan, it sounds like he's ready for retirement. Ain't been the first time he talked about retiring around 30 years old. He said it a few years back that he wanted to accomplish what he wanted to accomplish by, his early 30s, late 20s. This your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic. Said he got 2 years left, and he wants to capture a world title, and then he wants to be out, which may be a little bit difficult, but not so difficult because he got the man with the plan in his corner, Al Heyman. Because he's not ranked in any of the welterweight top 10, top 15 at all. He's not ranked there. Been over a year since Canelo knocked him out, so he dropped all his rankings by moving up to technically middleweight, but super Canelo weight at 155, and then not coming back soon enough to keep his ranking, so they totally dropped him. But at this point, if he wants to get a real world title, Lamont Peterson is out of the question. Unless he somehow, beats a real world titleist, which is Jeff Meso, Errol Spence, or Keith Thurman. Lamont Peterson holds the regular WBA world title. I don't consider that a real world title. That's like an interim title belt. But for Amir Khan, the best case scenario for him is I think Jeff Horn is eventually gonna lose to Pacquiao or lose to Terrence Crawford. I think that's the best case scenario for him, is facing Bud Crawford or Pacquiao or Jeff Horn. Errol Spence kills him. Keith Thurman knocks him out. I think he can compete with Terrence Crawford, Pacquiao or Jeff Horn, but let's just say Terrence Crawford, because that's eventually going to be his belt sometime in the next year or so. I think he can compete with Terrence Crawford, man. Amir Khan has never been outboxed. I don't think Terrence Crawford has fought a guy with the skills of Amir Khan, but obviously I would favor Terrence Crawford by knocking him out if Crawford got that pop at 147. Everybody assumes that Crawford is going to punch hard at 147 and act like the 7-pound move up in weight isn't catastrophic. It really is. That's 7 pounds. That's one of the hardest jumps to make in the sport of boxing. And Roberto Duran made it from 135, and Shane Mosley 135 to 147. Of course, they was effective. But Roberto Duran was a guy that walked around about 180 pounds, and Shane Mosley was just a special type of guy. And apparently had that juice in his ass. We seen Broner lose a lot of power going up from 35 to 40. And I don't see mythical power in Terrence Crawford's hands. He's a good puncher. I give him that. But I could definitely see him fighting guys his own size and that power not being as explosive as it was at 145 or 130. For the simple fact that he always holds a weight advantage over his opponents. That won't be the case at 147. He going to be fighting guys that's bigger than him, or equal size. He might come in at the same 155 1 pound that he did rehydrating at 140. Well, so with Errol Spence, so with so with Keith Thurman, so with a lot of guys, Danny Garcia. But like I said, for Amir Khan, that's his best opportunity to get a belt, but it might be an opportunity that it may not be there. Bob Arum don't want him fighting Pacquiao, and I guarantee you, he don't want him fighting Terrence Crawford, which would be a great fight for the fans. Crawford and Amir Khan at the 1 or 2 comeback fights for Amir Khan. Like I said, that's a fight that Amir Khan can win. He has never been outboxed, and that's why people want to see him fight Pacquiao and Mayweather at some point in time. He had never been outboxed. We seen him knocked out, but never outboxed. And Crawford has been outboxed early on in fights, and that's when Amir Khan's at his strongest. He's a front runner. But him beating Errol Spence and Keith Thurman is out of the conversation. They legit got great power at welterweight. I don't think Terrence Crawford gonna have that great power like Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. You can mark my words on that. He ain't got that dynamite in his hands like that at 147. He gonna have good power, but I just think that's the best opportunity for Amir Khan. Let me know what y'all think. We gone.